John Galasha, we have plans for Priory development, 1,153 to 5,000 people. What are your present objections?
The fact that basically the Epping Forest District Council boundary starts directly behind me, merely 200 yards from the Harlow boundary. So this effectively is in Epping. It's not, this development couldn't be further away from Epping than it could be.
But Epping Forest District Council, in conjunction with their partners, they're entitled to build on land if they get permission, aren't they?
Well, yes, but like all of these planning permissions, do these people live here? Have they ever been out here? And I've actually openly invited the Epping Forest District Council to come and actually see where the intended east to west road is coming through. The other objections is that this is a rat run that comes through from Epping and then spills out down here, down onto Row Hill Road, and we've got a school at the very bottom of the school where it's endangering the lives of the school children. Every day there's a morning run.
And would, in the construction of these homes, we don't know when that's going to start, it hasn't even got planning permission, would there be any traffic movements? Would there be any traffic movements affecting Rye Hill Road?
Yes, at the moment, traffic from the M11, oversized, there's a weight restriction of 7.5 tonnes vehicles coming down Rye Hill Road, but I can show you pictures of, we often get articulated where 18 tonnes coming down here, their sat-navs just tending them down here, and they've got no way of going back. So if they put this proposed east to west route in, we're going to get 1,000-fold in traffic coming through from the what we call London Road through and turning out onto Rye Hill Road.
Because Rye Hill Road,
that's our objection.
Because Rye Hill Road, with all due respect, is a country road, isn't it?
Yes.
You call it what you like. The Commonside Road and indeed Southern Way are not much better in many ways, are they? For a modern town of almost 100,000 people in 2023. Yeah,
for 2020. Well, the other thing that we've all got to consider that there's been a 10,000 increase in population in Harlow from I think 2013. And our resources, our hospitals, our doctor surgeries, there's no provision for hospitals or doctor surgeries in this part.
You were at that Zoom meeting last week. Did that surprise you that there was no commitment to a GP surgery? The words health hub, something, blah, blah, blah. That has to be a concern.
No, absolutely. And the problem that I had is that the district, Epping Forest District Council and the planners, we had to sit through over an hour and a half. There was supposed to be a Q&A where we were supposed to be able to put questions. They really basically padded out the whole evening, basically waffling about what the plan was going to be, but they would never mention anything about the benefits. What are the benefits to Harlow? And that's it. When the question was asked about doctor surgeries and the provision for hospitals, I was actually muted. So I was obviously asking the wrong questions, which. Sorry.
And they made reference to what you call Section 106 money. What investment, if any, that money would go to Harlow? That answer didn't seem to be very.
No, it's not, because if you actually look at the plans, phase 1 is for 508 homes. with no provision for any infrastructure. Already, you know, Princess Alexandra and our doctors' surgeries are overwhelmed at the moment. You know, sorry.
One of the things here on the gypsy traveller sites, people have somewhere to live, but are you know, that's going to be a major traveller site right in the heart of this new whole development.
Yes, exactly. So the provision, if you look at the plans again, the provision for the first gypsy traveller site is to the corner of that field, and one directly opposite the water tower in the corner of that field. So again, talking about transportation, what you're going to be having is vehicles coming from the East-West Road, caravans and all of this type of thing, going down into Harlow that way.
Do you not feel, John, with all due respect, from other countries, you've seen change in the 50s, 60s and 70s. We're looking all the way over there to Gilston. This change is inevitable, isn't it? And are you not a bit like King Canute? This is inevitable. You can't change this, John.
No, but you know, the whole thing that we've all been. The reason we came to Harlow was also the Green Belt. This is a very, very important thing. This development is going to bring the Epping Forest to there. We will have no more green belt if this project's allowed to go on. You know, and that's I'm literally I've lived in Harlow for 60 years this month, and you know, I was fortunate that I got on Maggie's right to buy scheme. The right to buy scheme, you know, where I had a wonderful rented accommodation over at the grounds. I progressively moved my family across Harlow to Joinersfield, then Grey Goose Park, and then to my house at Rye Hill Road. I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for the right to buy scheme. You know, and I think that needs to be, you know, successive governments haven't done the thing that they didn't do was rebuild the houses, you know, afterwards. But that's what they should do. You know, that's what they should actually, but not on our doorstep. You know, make it. Yes, I do. I really do. You know, it's because Epping Forest District Council don't want to have it on their doorstep. So they've pushed this development as far north as they possibly can. You know,
are you a voice in the wilderness? Are you on your own here, John, or have you got?
No. I mean, all of these residents there. You know, if this development was to go ahead, you know, having a big estate on this, it would devalue our properties by 25%. I've had an estate agent come round, and he's literally given me that information. I can give you the letter. I haven't got the letter yet, but yes.
But you continue. It's very early now, and you continue to find the fight.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we've got to keep pushing it back towards Epping. How can it be an Epping Forest District Council building on literally 200 yards from the boundary of Harlow? You know, it's ridiculous.